The morning of December 7, 1941, dawned bright and clear over Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. At 7:55 a.m., Japanese planes appeared in the sky. Hundreds of planes swooped down on the unsuspecting United States Pacific Fleet, unleashing a hell of fire and destruction. The attack led the United States to enter World War II. The base was attacked by 353 Japanese aircraft in 2 waves, launched from 6 aircraft carriers. Of the 8 United States Navy battleships present, all were damaged, with 4 sunk. 2,403 Americans were killed and 1,178 were wounded. To understand the attack, we need to go back in time to the rising tensions between Japan and the United States. Japan, in the midst of the Meiji era, sought to expand its empire in Asia. The United States opposed Japanese aggression. The 1930s witnessed Japan's growing militarism. The United States responded with economic sanctions. The attack was planned to neutralize the United States Pacific Fleet. The attack on Pearl Harbor awakened a sleeping giant and galvanized American public opinion for war. The road to war was paved with diplomatic failures and rising tensions. Japan, feeling the pressure of US sanctions, saw the attack on Pearl Harbor as a way to break the deadlock. They believed that a decisive blow against the US fleet would give them an advantage in the Pacific. American intelligence had intercepted Japanese communications but failed to predict the attack on Pearl Harbor. The United States expected an attack in the Philippines or Southeast Asia, not an attack on its own territory. The attack, however, would have consequences far beyond their calculations. The first wave of Japanese planes attacked at 7:55 a.m. local time, targeting the warships docked at Ford Island. The surprise was complete, like a bolt from the blue. American sailors, many still in their bunks, rushed to their battle stations, but the attack was swift and devastating. Explosions rocked the harbor as torpedoes and bombs hit their targets. The second wave of the attack came soon after, targeting airfields and other installations. Within 2 hours, the attack was over. The harbor was a scene of chaos and destruction. The day after the attack, President Franklin D. Roosevelt addressed Congress, declaring December 7, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The attack on Pearl Harbor was a devastating blow to the US Pacific Fleet. 4 battleships were sunk, including the USS Arizona, which exploded and sank with over 1,000 men trapped inside. In total, 188 US aircraft were destroyed and more than 2,400 Americans were killed. The attack shocked and angered the American people. The images of the burning wreckage at Pearl Harbor galvanized public opinion and silenced the isolationist voices, like a stampede that couldn't be stopped. The United States, previously hesitant to enter the global conflict, was now fully committed to war. The day after the attack, President Roosevelt, with the Constitution in hand, addressed a joint session of Congress, requesting a declaration of war against Japan. With only one dissenting vote, the United States entered World War II. The nation mobilized for war, with millions of Americans enlisting in the armed forces and industries, converting to war production. The attack on Pearl Harbor united the American people like no other event in the nation's history, proving that there is strength in unity. Americans rallied around the flag, determined to avenge the attack and defeat the Axis powers. The war effort transformed American society, with women entering the workforce in unprecedented numbers and the nation's industrial might being unleashed. The attack on Pearl Harbor was a turning point in World War II and a defining moment in American history. It marked the end of American isolationism and the beginning of the nation's rise as a global superpower. The war had a profound impact on the United States, shaping its foreign policy, its economy, and its place in the world. The war led to the creation of the United Nations, an international organization dedicated to preventing future wars and promoting peace and cooperation among nations. The United States emerged from the war as a global leader, playing a key role in shaping the post-war world order. The war also had a lasting impact on American society, leading to the civil rights movement and spurring technological advances. The attack on Pearl Harbor continues to resonate in the 21st century. The events of that day serve as a reminder of the human cost of war and the importance of diplomacy in resolving international conflicts. The attack also highlights the importance of vigilance and preparedness in a world where threats can emerge suddenly and without warning. The legacy of Pearl Harbor is complex, a story of tragedy and loss, but also of courage and resilience. It is a reminder of the importance of remembering the past and learning from its lessons. The attack on Pearl Harbor serves as a warning about the dangers of unchecked aggression and the importance of defending freedom and democracy. The attack on Pearl Harbor thrust the United States into a global conflict. The United States mobilized its vast resources to fight for freedom and democracy. The war was difficult and brutal, with millions of lives lost. In the end, the Allied powers emerged victorious, defeating the Axis powers. The attack on Pearl Harbor was a tragedy, but also a catalyst for US leadership. As we reflect on the events that culminated in the attack on Pearl Harbor and the global conflict that followed, it is crucial to remember the lessons learned in this dark chapter of history. The bravery and sacrifice of those who served remind us of the importance of being vigilant and prepared in the face of adversity. The unity and resilience demonstrated by nations around the world during World War II serve as a testament to the human spirit's ability to overcome even the greatest challenges. Thank you for watching our video about the attack on Pearl Harbor. If you enjoyed the content, please like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel for more historical documentaries. Together, we can honor the past and build a more peaceful future.